Walk and Talk Episode 4 is all about money. Do you realize that the human species is the only species on planet Earth that requires money to live? Every other species in the world just works together to accomplish their goals. And the goal is survival. So if the human species is the most intelligent species, why can't we find a better way to help each other survive and thrive? Money just creates a system of those who have and those who have not. And there's far more that do not have enough money to live happy lives than those who have too much. And those who have too much are not making the world a better place. They have no sympathy and compassion for all the people that are struggling to survive. And they spend every moment thinking about how they can just obtain more money. They buy more businesses so that they can have more passive income, that they don't even have to work. They just need to own the business that you and I buy the products from. You and I live in a world that was created by the rich people so that they can make sure that they stay rich. How do you think rich people get rich? I think they either get rich by striking it big in the stock market or by owning businesses, neither of which even requires a college degree, and both of which requires money in order to have money. So you first have to have wealth before you can build more wealth. I can't go buy a McDonald's franchise. After I wrote Jesus Demigod, I had the idea to write a third book, which would be about how to create a world where humans could live without money. My 10-year-old daughter just the other day asked me, why does everything cost money? She said, money's just paper. She's a chip off the old block. The reason everything costs money is because we live in a world created by rich people who want to make sure that they are the ones who stay rich. The American government just prints more money whenever they want more money, and there are very few people that control most of that money. As a secular humanist, I believe that no human deserves to live a luxurious lifestyle where there are many other people that are living in poverty. Jeff Bezos does not deserve to be a multi-billionaire just because he created a home shopping network called Amazon. If he is making that much profit from Amazon, then he needs to lower the prices on the things he's selling. If we are going to have money, then governments should regulate wealth. If you are a wealthy person with a successful business like Amazon, then you should have a cap on your personal salary that you could receive, whatever that should be. And then all the profits above that should go back into the system to help people that are either buying your product or working for you. This would eliminate inflation, which is just rich people raising the prices of their products so that they can make more profit. This would result in fixed pricing of products, so things would cost the same forever. Let's look at houses, for example. If you buy a house for $200,000, then whenever you decide to leave that house or sell it, it would be worth $200,000. Unless you made improvements to the house, and then you could tack on the improvements to whatever you paid for it. This would prevent rich people from buying and selling houses just to make a profit, which raises the price of houses to the point that common people can't even afford a house. And that's where we are today. When you have a really expensive product like a house, the only people that can even afford to buy a house and sell it to make a profit are the rich people. Real estate is a scam for rich people to profit only. And what's even worse is that our governments have applied property tax to houses and land so that you can't even own a house and land. You're just leasing it from the government. I believe it is the American Declaration of Independence that says that our government only has the authority or right to govern at the consent of the governed. Well, I'm the governed, and I do not consent to the way our government is governing us. We need to put our heads together and come up with a better way for the American government to govern. And it needs to be a system that is of the people, by the people, and for the people, not of the rich, by the rich, and for the rich. Neither the Republicans nor the Democrats in our current government are even working towards the appropriate solution. They are just two heads of the same snake. I believe we could create a world where all American citizens do not even need money at all. But even if we do use money, we need to regulate money to the point where we can actually create a world that is beneficial for all. So we could start by regulating money more, regulating wealth, what they call redistribution of wealth, to help all of humanity instead of the elite few at the top. And then at some point in the future, we could eliminate money altogether. My current idea to replace money would just be like a card-carrying member of society. And there could be different levels. So if you contribute more to society, you could get the higher level card. If you contribute less, you would get the lower level card. But even the lowest level card would be a base standard of living that would eliminate homelessness and hunger. So all able-bodied persons should do something to benefit humanity, and those who benefit more could actually have additional benefits. But there should be absolutely nobody living in a $50 million mansion. Nobody. I believe 90% of the population would like this system of government, but 10% are going to despise it and hate it and fight against it with all they have. And that tells you that rich people are not humanitarians. They are not looking out for the good of humanity. They are only looking out for their own interests. And humanity needs to hold them accountable to that.